and relax for the rest of our lives. 1 year ago, when we started, we had 2 people. I never imagined that we would have 2 locations, 25 employees, and have 4-5 centers around the world. That's a year. So 5 years is. It's very hard to know what's going to happen in the next year because our base is built on technology. Technology changes every 6 months, if not every 3 months. Very, very hard, and we are holding the company in a very small and restructurable manner. That if there is something that we would like to work with, it's easy for us to break away and remodel ourselves.
कोडवर्कान काम करपाक कसली क्वालिफिकेशन लागतात?
When it comes to qualifications for people who are going to join Kodework, we don't look at anything actually. When CVs come in, it's just the same old. The first thing I look at is at the CV. The first thing, which nobody probably looks at, is the objective. A person puts down an objective, and that's when I know the person hasn't taken even 1 second to do something different, because the objective is like we have 5 objectives, which I literally tick mark as diverse. And a person comes in, the first question after introducing himself I go with is, can you tell me something about your objective? And they're like, oh, whoa. Can I see the objective? And I'm like, sold out already. Like, just tell me. We can go to the next question if you tell me you've copied it from the net. And everyone's like, yeah, we've copied it from the net. So, and we've never really, like, in the start of the company, when we started, we needed skilled people in Goa. So we started with really skilled people. And then when it came to a time where those skilled people could put out their skills onto someone else, then we went in for freshers and tried to start a mini training program ourselves. Now, 5 out of, the 6 freshers that joined us, none of them even had degrees with them. No, they were engineers to be, but no degrees. Not passed out yet, have back. So we don't really care at all about the qualifications. The first thing we check for is aptitude. And the second thing, what we look at is someone knows how to use Google well. That's everything it takes to be. Once you have a good aptitude and you know how to use Google, you can get your way around anything. That's what we feel here. So, and the person should be worth it to talk to, has to be interactive, and get along with our work culture. So that's more of the qualifications. Skill can come over the period of time as long as the person is smart enough to pick up and hop onto, what we call it is hopping onto the Kodework wagon. Once they're hopping onto it, there's no stop. We're just going far.
स्टार्टअपांनी फेल जाल्यार वालोर कित्याक?
I think it's extremely important. I'd rather, like, out of all the employees we have, if someone has a failed startup in the CV, I'd definitely prefer the person to someone who's never tried. Because a person who's tried and failed, and even if you do multiple times, it's even better. It just shows your willingness to go on.
कोडवर्काची काम करपाची पद्धत कशी?
We've never really had a strict culture where we enforce things. As long as people delivered and they were really first good at what they did and very happy to do what they did, we never really had a problem. So our work culture has been very liberal, very relaxed. If you want to wear short pants, in Norwegian you'd say "Vashagu," which means go ahead, be my guest. Wear short pants if that enables you to work better. So a lot of people have questioned our work culture, but another thing is flexi time. We have crunch hours and we have flexi time, so you can walk in and leave. This is something we recently kicked in, working well for us.
तर आयज कोडवर्क कंपनीचो वर्क कल्चर आमकां आमच्या स्वताच्या दोळ्यांनी पळोवन अनुभव करपा मेळ्ळो. दनपारची लंच ब्रेकीच्या टायमार कोडवर्काचे एम्प्लॉईज आपलें जेवण बेगी बेगी सोंपोवन उरिल्ल्या टायमान मजेन कार्डांनी खेळटात. एरन थोड्याच दिसांक गोंयांत आशिल्ल्यान तिगूय भाव जसो चान्स मेळटा तसो वांगडा बसून आपले बिझनेस रिव्यू, स्ट्रॅटेजीक प्लॅनिंग आनी बाकी टॉपिक्सां वयर डिस्कशन आनी मिटिंग्स करता. पूण हो फिरंगी बाब हांगा कितें करता काय?
Render is our technical solutions manager, architect. He takes care of all things that go above the level. And then if it goes above his level, then Google comes into play.
Oh, okay.
So he's the boss and he's a vital role. It's a very interesting story how he decided to join us. He decided to come here. We knew each other, friends, and I gave him an opportunity. He decided to join in, and he works with all kinds of stuff. He does apps, websites, web portals, web applications, everything crazy. He's actually from Holland. Right now he's one of our guys who's setting all our quality standards, and it works nicely. He's been here for the last 6 months. He stays with us. We all live in an apartment together. Sometimes we eat road food and his stomach doesn't get bad and ours gets bad.
I don't think India is a challenge for him because he's been to about 52 countries.
Yesterday he even said that he's, after driving the car around, taking turns by himself, he was like, I think I feel like Goa is my home. But he likes it here, so he actually decided to give us a year working. He's working for Kodework here in India.
कोडवर्काच्या आनीक थोड्या कामदारांचे विचार ऐकूया.
Working in Goa for the past 5 years, started working for a year now. It's really a good experience. The work culture is really nice. The management is good. We have a very friendly atmosphere here, but we also make sure that work is done. Another thing why I would love to work here is because it's in my home state. It gives me a lot of freedom. It gives me a lot of my time, and it just feels home. It's like home away from home, but in Goa itself. And I think it's for a year it has been just great. We have moved from minds come really far.
Hi, I am basically a fresher. हो म्हजो पयलो जॉब आनी हांगा जॉइन जाल्ल्यान सगळें बेस्ट आसा. आमचे मॅनेजमेंट सामकें डेडिकेटेड आसा विथ देयर वर्क एंड वी आर ग्रोईंग रियली फास्ट. I am basically an app developer. I make Android and iOS apps for the company. And being in Goa is really awesome. The climate is awesome. The work culture over here in the company is also very awesome. So that is it.
I'm Jared. I've been here at Kodework for the past 1 year now. I do front-end design and I'm the front-end UI UX team leader here. I enjoy working in Goa and in Kodework because I know it's home. I don't have to go outside to work in tech, and in the line that we are in now, it doesn't really matter where you are because everything's online, so you can work from anywhere and Goa, so why not?
फेर्नांडिसा गेली मुआ गोंयान खंय खंय आसात गाय.
So basically, when it comes to our Goan roots, from our family part of it, we've literally been all around many places. I was born myself in Bahrain. My parents shifted to Mumbai and then shifted to Goa. My mom's parents, my mom's mom is based out of Goa, so we have our ancestral house in Saligaon and few properties here and there. And my dad's parents, actually my dad's grandmom was based out of Moira. My dad's grandmom was based out of Moira, and she had a ton of property over there, fields and stuff like that never really got converted onto anyone's name, and people preoccupied them. So we're kind of zonekars, right, of Aldona? Yeah, I think something like that. Or my dad is, some people say Batkar or something like that. But we're never really interested in property because it comes with a lot of complications in Goa. But that's our roots in Goa.
गोंयान वाडट्या वर्सांचे थोडे उगडास.
Goa is probably the wrong place to be asking if I have any fond memories in college, because Goa is a tiny place. So if I start telling people about the stuff we did, either people will get ideas of people who are still doing stuff, might get caught for stuff they're doing. So I wouldn't want to. I was in 5 or 6 lectures in a month, and the rest I was out at some gaming cafe playing some kind of games. So yeah, it was very fond memories of that gaming cafe. Yeah, well, one very interesting thing was that I did start working very early on. I started working, I think, when I was in my 12th. I did a lot of freelance graphic design for a lot of clubs on the beach belt, a lot of big events. There was one point in time where there was Caterpillar was in Goa, and a couple of other big companies, and at one given point I had around 100 people that were under me for directly for events. So, and this was all during college. So I've been quite active in the work field, and that's the reason why I've been away from college. If any of my teachers are watching.
कोडवर्क सुरू करपाक आवय बापायचो आदार गावलो काय?
My dad was pretty happy. He was very supportive. He's always been supportive. So my dad was very instrumental in the whole process of setting up the company and getting all the legal things. He had a lot of influence also. So that helped a lot. But mom, she's been, for my part, she's been extremely supportive of the business when it came, because we were handling between Mumbai and Goa. There was a lot of continuous up and down, for me at least. And there were a lot of people who came down from Mumbai to Goa who were also, they were family friends in a way, but they worked with us. So my mom has been very, very supportive in that connection, and she's helped, and so dad and mom have been vital. They played a key role to sum it all up. So that's my experience out of it.
तांचे आवय बापायचे विचार ऐकूया.
They did struggle a lot, and many people were worried, those who watched them. They took big leaps and bounds where business was concerned, but we had faith in them, and we stood by them through thick and thin, knowing that they will succeed. And it's very important for parents to stand by their children, because that's the support they need when they are really struggling to make it in life. And yes, in Goa, of course, there is a narrow mindset where business is concerned, where youth are setting out and making it in life. But we have to have a broad mind, and we have to overcome that. And yeah, I think we have been able to stand by them, and we will continue to do so.
It's fantastic to see my sons doing well in business, and then be so united and have one mind when they talk to each other.
Technology definitely can help the children, and I would advise all parents to support their children in this area, to give them a full backing, to encourage them, because at the end of the day, this is a field today that is doing well, and everything depends on IT nowadays. So those who have the capacity or the inclination towards IT, I think parents should support them.
मिसीस फेर्नांडीसाचो हो संदेश गोंयच्या आवय बापाच्या कानार पडचो. कोडवर्क कंपनीचो धंदो आनीकूच वाडत आनी चडत वेचो, आनी तांचें उदाहरण घेवन संवसारभर जे गोंयकार शिंपडलेले आसात तांणी घडटा तशें IT काम धंदो गोंयांक धाडचो, हो आवंडो धरून आयचो हो एपिसोड संपयता. देव बरें करूं. गेल्या सुबानाच्या प्रश्नाचो जबाब जावन आसा डॉलर. दाखयल्ल्या सगळ्या करन्सी मदें डॉलर एकूच फिजिकल करन्सी आसा आनी बाकीचे सगळे डिजिटल करन्सी आसात, आनी ह्यो कमोवपाक मनशाक वेगवेगळी कॉम्प्युटराचेर कॉम्प्लेक्स कामां करची पडटात. हो प्रश्न सजेस्ट करपी जावन आसा नेवरेचो यश गांटे, आनी सारको जबाब दिवन इनाम जिखपी जावन आसा ब्लाजियो डायस. आयच्या एपिसोडान दाखयल्ले कोडवर्क कंपनी कडल्यान इनाम जिखप्याक एक 5000 मायक्रोमॅक्स कॅनवस ब्लेज 4G स्मार्टफोन गावतलो. इनाम जिखप्यान आपलो इनाम स्पॉन्सराच्या दाखयल्ल्या एड्रेसारसून दाखयल्ल्या मनशाक कॉन्टॅक्ट करून 7 दिसां भितर कलेक्ट करचो. आयच्या दिसाचो प्रश्न: बॉलिवूडांतल्या कपूर घराब्यांतल्या खंयच्या एक्टरान इंटरनेट युजर्स ऑफ इंडिया हें सुरू केल्लें? राज कपूर, ऋषी कपूर, शशी कपूर ओ शम्मी कपूर? तुमच्यो एंट्री तुमी बेरेस्तार मेरेन ह्या नंबराचेर ह्या फॉर्मॅटान SMS करच्यो. एका मोबायल नंबरा वयल्यान आनी एका मनशान एकूच एंट्री धाडची. एका परस चड बराबर जबाब आयल्यार सर्ती घालून विनर वेंचून काडटले. दर एक सुमानांत जैतिवंताक गोंयच्या वेगवेगळ्या टॅक्नॉलॉजी कंपन्यां कडल्यान इनामां मेळटलीं.